This is a wild one, folks. Where do I even start? Let's just say I wanted to make a build that deals high amounts of damage, but without using any focus-based runes. Enter the Cursed Unguis Gauntlets. We're talking about a weapon that, in my opinion, has the highest attack speed in the entire game. Just look at these insane gauntlets. And yes, if you noticed, their damage is terrible. They're fast, but the damage is a complete letdown. At first I thought about going full electric with them, but then I had a better idea. Hear me out. Look at that attack speed. If I infuse them with cold, they'll freeze enemies super fast. And once the target is frozen, I can shatter them for massive burst damage. Now there are plenty of freeze builds out there already, so I wanted to do something different. I first considered using stamina-based gauntlet runes, but they don't deal much damage to frozen targets. So, how do we maximize damage while still using these awesome gauntlets? Well, what if we paired them with probably the highest damage two-handed weapon in the game, the legendary Fetid Club. It lets you charge heavy attacks, and the best part is, it scales with the same stat as the gauntlets, Faith. So now we've got this. Let's see a level 4 Outbreak boss as well. Just look at that attack speed animation. Don't think you can't go all in with just the gauntlets, because even though they don't deal massive damage, you can still clear anything with them. They freeze enemies incredibly fast, letting you completely rampage through fights. And when it comes to the Crucible boss, you'll find some of the funniest ways to beat him with this setup. Now let's get into the build itself. The main weapon is the Cursed Unguis Gauntlet, which comes with the Plague Wretch rune. It's an okay rune, but in this build, we're not using focus for attacks, only to buff ourselves with the Damage Surge rune. We're also using Front Flip Kick and Drop Kick runes. Both use stamina and are incredibly effective for pushing enemies off cliffs. For the gem, I went with a Cold Damage Infusion. As for the effects, we're running increased attack speed, increased healing, and stamina recovery. Our secondary weapon, and while you can run this build without it, it massively boosts your boss damage, is the legendary two-handed Fetid Club. This weapon is also the reason I'm wearing plate armor. One of its effects boosts your damage based on your current weight. When using the gauntlets, I'm in the heavy class, but when I switch to the club, it pushes me into encumbered, maximizing the damage boost. It's also one of the best weapons for using charged attacks, since it reduces incoming damage while charging. Plus, it restores stamina when you stagger enemies. Honestly, this is probably the best legendary in the game. It just does so much. For the gem, I went with increased physical damage to push the power even further. For the armor, any plate set will do. I went with the Spearman's set. On the helmet, I used a Frost Build-Up gem. For the effects, we have increased cold damage, reduced damage taken, and increased stamina recovery. On the body armor, I went with the Stamina Increase gem. The key effect here is Frozen Enemy Armor Decreased. This is essential for maximizing your shatter damage. Alongside that, we also have Health Increased and Stamina Recovery. For the gloves, I used another Frost Build-Up gem. The effects are reduced damage taken, more Frost Build-Up, and increased Stamina Recovery. And for the pants, I added another Stamina Increase gem. The effects include reduced damage taken, increased damage after dodging, and increased stamina. For the rings, I'm using a Plagued Ring for some lifesteal, a Willowcap Ring for even more attack speed, and the Jade Ring to gain stamina on damage dealt. This setup is optimized for when I'm using the gauntlets. If you want even more damage while using the club's charged attack, you can swap out any of these rings for the Ring of Broken Promises, which boosts your damage by an additional 20%. Personally, I don't even need it. I'm already dealing huge damage, enough to one-shot a level 4 Outbreak boss. For the stats, we have 40 in health for better survivability, 57 in faith to meet the weapon requirements and maximize damage, and 20 in equip load to put me in the heavyweight category. Since I'm using plate armor, I also benefit from a high armor rating and incredibly strong poise. And that's it. I'm calling this the Juggernaut build. It's the fastest attack speed and the highest damage build I've created so far in the Breach patch. If you liked the video, consider subscribing, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.